Welcome to Eremos 10 Minutes to Reflect video series. I'm Dianna Amorde, Executive Director of Eremos, inviting you to this weekly opportunity to step back to refresh your spirit, center yourself, and clear your mind. The theme this week is being curious as a way of navigating through life. I love Eleanor Roosevelt's quote, which really explains the importance of this gift of curiosity. She says, I think at a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, that gift would be curiosity. Interesting choice of words, isn't it? The most useful gift. And she defines that as curiosity. For if you remain curious through life, you are inviting in more and more awe and wonder, more and more wisdom as you seek answers, more and more opportunities for connection as you listen to the why or the how. So useful, this gift of curiosity. And yet, we often let it fade away as we become adults and get more serious about life. But if you haven't been curious in a long time, why not choose now to begin to exercise that muscle that we all have? It's an inherent gift that can be redeveloped at any time. Scientist Richard E. Feynman said, nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. Phew, good thing, right? He goes on to say, explore the world. Nearly everything is really interesting if you go into it deeply enough. And that's what the gift of curiosity gives you, this natural inclination to ask, why? Why is that? Or how did that occur? Or I wonder, how come? All of these ways of exploring deeper something that's on the surface instead of just nodding your head, accepting it, and moving right along. Well-known corporate speaker John Maxwell said, when you lose your curiosity, you basically have started to give up on life. And sadly, for so many, that process began just as they became adults. And finally, Neil deGrasse Tyson, no one is dumb who is curious. The people who don't ask questions remain clueless throughout their lives. So one of the greatest fears of people who kind of let go of their curiosity is they don't want to irritate anyone. They don't want to appear stupid. So they don't ask the follow-up question. They don't ask the why or how come or how do you know. That leads to so much more and a development of wisdom. And one of the ways we stay curious is not just by asking questions, but paying attention to what attracts our interest and then spending some time with it, as scientist Richard Feynman said. So the poem I'm going to share speaks to this. It's Look and See by beloved poet Mary Oliver. It's in her book, Why I Wake Early, Look and See. As always, I'll read it through twice, and then we'll pause for a time of silence. This morning at waterside, a sparrow flew to a water rock and landed by error on the back of an eider duck. Lightly it fluttered off, amused. The duck, too, was not provoked, but you might say was laughing. This afternoon, a gull sailing over our house was casually scratching its stomach of white feathers with one peak foot as it flew. Oh Lord, how shining and festive is your gift to us, if we only look and see. Look and See by Mary Oliver. This morning at waterside, a sparrow flew to a water rock and landed by error on the back of an eider duck. Lightly it fluttered off, amused. The duck, too, was not provoked, but you might say was laughing. This afternoon, a gull sailing over our house was casually scratching its stomach of its white feathers with one pink foot as it flew. Oh Lord, how shining and festive is your gift to us, if we only look and see. What have you looked at and seen and didn't allow your curiosity to take you just a little bit further in your exploration? Let's pause for a moment to consider what comes up. Thank you. As you move back into your day and week, I offer one final quote from the Dalai Lama and an invitation. He says, once a year, go somewhere you have never been before. So you're invited to heed the Dalai Lama's wisdom and explore something new, hopefully more often than once a year. Feed your curiosity by taking a new route to work or to a friend's home. Watch a video about something you've always wanted to try. Plan that once-a-year trip to someplace new. Until we connect again, take good care and be curious.